Hello and welcome to episode 163, and for this video I'm going to be fishing for 48 hours and I've come down to the Farlows complex. It's really busy here at the moment. I've done virtually a full lap of the lake and I've dropped into a peg known as the knuckle on the arm. It's peg number 31 and I'm fishing on the left hand side of it. There's already a chap here fishing on the right hand side of the knuckle, and I asked him if anyone was fishing here. Nope, so I've dropped in here. So yeah, I'm fishing on my own this time. No friends to fish with this time, so Billy no mates. So this peg 31, it's like I say, it's known as the knuckle, halfway up the arm, if anyone knows Farlows, and it's quite a well-known kind of popular peg. But I can probably make it look rubbish, to tell you the truth. So yeah, I'm quite happy. It's normally a swim that's normally always busy. It's one of them that's just always got someone in it usually. So to be able to drop in this swim, I'm quite happy, to be fair. Right, need to go and get some kit out the van and do some carpy. So then, let's go fishing. Carp, I think. Guys, so as you've just seen, all three rods have just gone out, and as a bit of a bonus, they all went out nicely first time, so that's good. So I'll tell you a bit about what I'm doing and where I'm fishing. So you saw me marking around earlier on. Spent a bit of time with the old marker rod first, finding some spots to fish. One obvious feature, as you can see over my shoulder there, is an island. So first bit of leading up I did was to that island. So I've kind of gone not too tight, but kind of tightish, couple of foot off it, and when I clipped up it was 13.5 wraps. So to try and keep the fishing simple, I then led it around for the right hand rod, kept the marker rod clipped up at 13.5 wraps, and then kind of led it around to my right in the open water I've got to my right. You might just be able to make out in the distance, never swim somewhere over there, and I'm basically aiming for that swim. I think it's peg 10 if I remember rightly that I'm aiming for. So I kept the marker rod at 13.5 wraps, and lo and behold, straight away donk, clear, dragged it back, bit of gravel, bang on, first time, happy with that. Had a bit more of a lead around on that spot just to make sure. Yeah, it's obviously a well-fished spot. Whether it's because of what I've just done, people have clipped up to the island and then clipped up sort of round to the right on the same kind of clip. I don't know whether it's just coincidence whether them two distances are clear, but they are. So then what I done, you might be able to make out over my right shoulder behind me, there's a couple of little islands. Clipped up the marker rod just to the left of a little island that's out there. You might be able to see it, I'm not sure if I'm blocking the view. And then bosh, straight away, first pull back, clear. That was good enough for me. So all three rods are exactly 13.5 wraps. So I'm not spodding this session, so it doesn't really matter come to spot. I'm just going to be boilie baiting. You saw me put a few boilies out with a throwing stick already. I'm going to put a bit more out later on when the seagulls aren't so prolific. So I reckon between the three rods I've probably put out about 1 kilo of bait to start off the session. So that's me 3 spots. All 3 rods are on Ronnie rigs. I've got Tutti Frutti on all 3 rods to start off with as well. All I've got to do now is get the bivvy up, and then I'm comfortable too. Guys, so I'm only about 4 or 5 hours into my session and the blank is out the way. Weeded me up for about 5 minutes, and so what I've done is I put the rod down, pulled off a load of slack line, kind of waited for it to swim it out and do its own thing, which it did, and as soon as it started pulling line out again on a light clutch, picked up the rod. The lead had been dumped and we played her in, all well and good. 18-12 on a Ronnie rig, fished on Tutti Frutti bait, 12mm Tutti Frutti on the Ronnie rig. So, good start. Like I said, a few hours in and the blank's out the way. So what happens from now on is a bonus. But absolutely mint looking fish. Look how black she is across the back. Quite made up now. Right, let's get her back, get the rod back out, try and catch another one.
Good evening, guys. So I may not look like it on camera, but we are actually in the last streaks of sunlight now. So as you've just seen, I've just recast my other two rods. Obviously it wasn't long ago when I chucked that rod after I had that fish, probably about an hour ago. So no point re-chucking that rod. So recast them two rods just so I've got some fresh bait on the rig for going into the night. And just so that the pop-up's got maximum buoyancy and maximum attraction and all that. I might put a bit more bait out in a minute. I haven't totally made up my mind, so I put about 1 kilo out already, as I've already said. But yeah, so waiting for fish number 2 now. If it does, that'll be a bonus.
Farlows looks like it's going to get busier this morning. Lots of people queuing up to get in. Oh, that's the old girl from the cafe loading up the old breakfasts. Hopefully one of them is mine.
Oh, good morning, guys. So, just had me breakfast, and obviously by the lack of nighttime footage last night, it was a quiet night. Had nothing more than a couple of liners on my right hand rod, which kind of, you know, you sit up, kind of look at your rods, waiting for it to go off, but to avail, nothing happened. So, it's about 9:30 now. Just going to give it an extra sort of half hour before redoing my rods. In the time I've been sort of like mooching around this morning and having my breakfast. I've seen a few people in this area around here absolutely killing their swims by spodding first thing in the morning. Never spod first thing in the morning, you're just asking to kill your swim. Oh, hello, hello. Oh dear, that looks like a bream bite to me. Oh dear, that is... Oh. Well. Well, you just saw it as it happened, guys. Just lifted up my rod and all the line just come flying back at me, so something in the weed has just cut that off. Now whether it was a bream or not, I don't know. But you saw it as it happened, lifted up the rod, straight away being cut off. Well. So whether it was a carp, a bream, a pike, cut. So I'm probably going to say pike. Right, well it looks like I've got to do at least one of my rods now anyway, so whatever's done it. That is a completely clean cut, guys. There's no roughness to the line like it's been dragged through weed or something. I'm going to go with pike.
Well then guys, you've literally just seen me cast that rod out. As I'm sinking the line, the middle rod has just gone. I haven't even had a chance to put the back lead or anything on yet. All the bobbin. Well, after all that guys, whatever was on the end is no longer on the end, just a big ball of weed. So that's all 3 rods now re-chucked for the morning. Obviously 2 I was forced into redoing, and well, seeing 2 was done, might as well do the 3rd. So let's just hope next time the alarms rattle off, it's not for a pike or a fish that would dump me in a load of weed.
guys, just thought I'd show you a little bit about the rig that I caught that fish on. Same rig that I hooked one on earlier on and it done me in the weed. But I had to go around the shop earlier on. Well, actually I had to go to the toilet, but I popped in the shop while I was around there. And they've got in the shop the new Kamakura hooks and corder. So, you know, I'm not normally one to get on a new product or a gimmick, but do you know what, I thought I'd buy a pack. Only the one pack, mind, £6.50, a bit expensive, but yeah, and when you look at them, to be fair, I don't know if you can make them out, but they do look absolutely mega sharp. Like it looks like every one has been hand sharpened, and yeah. So anyway, that is the rig I caught the fish on yesterday. So, you know, your normal Ronnie rig, IQ2 boom, little micro rig ring swivel you can make out, pulled into the bait. And then when I got back from the toilet stroke shop, I've tied up another one ready to go out this evening. So a Ronnie rig with the new Kamakura. This is the crank hook. At the moment they're only doing their Kamakuras in the crank and the wide gapes. So this is the crank. So when I redo my rods later on, I'm going to chuck this one out on one of the rods. So you can see about 7 inches of IQ2 anti-tangle boom, hook link sinker in the middle, big loop there I tie on the end just to give the rig a lot more kind of free movement. So mega sharp. I don't think I've ever, yeah, just pricks the skin so easy. But anyway, yeah, so when I rechuck my rods tonight, that would be on one of the rods. I might chuck it out on the right hand rod, the area where I had the fish yesterday. So, oh well, gotta give these new things a go, I suppose. Don't know unless you don't try. As you've just seen, all 3 rods have just gone out for the evening, well, for the night, and unless anything happens fish-wise in the night, that'll be the last cast you'll see me do, because I'm planning on packing up first thing in the morning so I can get home and watch the Grand Prix in Singapore. As I've mentioned many times before in my blogs, I like my Grand Prix, and even fishing takes a back seat so I can watch a Grand Prix. So I'm planning on packing up first thing in the morning. So hopefully there's going to be lots of fishy action in the night. And yeah, well, not much else to say really, but yeah, so
unless there is any fish action in the night, I'll see you in the morning. But hopefully you will see me in the night. Right guys, I'm coming to the end of my session now. Rods are still out, but that is all that's just about out now. Everything else is packed up on the barrow and ready to go. It's not been a blank, it's not been a prolific session either, but it hasn't been a blank, which is the main thing. So I've got to thank as well, if you could see this lad behind me, Chris, you might have seen him in shot when I had that fish. He helped me out, and then he's had 5 fish this session, a greedy so-and-so. So yeah, thanks for your help, mate.
No worries, mate, it's been a blast.
Yeah, but didn't know you, but almost feels like you're a mate. We've been chatting well, haven't we?
I know, and I'm wearing one of your t-shirts.
Oh yeah, you are. So anyway guys, right, that's it. I've just got to get the rods in and it's time for me to crack on home. So till I'm out fishing next time, I'm not sure when or where it'll be, but if I can get away with it with the missus, hopefully 2 weeks time at Bluebell Lakes again. Right, till then, tight lines.